We'll start this lesson by briefly discussing Rule 521. 11 regarding licensees acting as principals. Under this rule, sales agents and associate brokers have to notify their broker in writing of any properties they are buying, selling or exchanging if the licensee has whole or partial ownership in the property. For example, Tessa Coventry owns 2 rental properties. She plans to list one for sale on the MLS. By law, Tessa must notify her broker that she plans to sell a property she owns. If a licensee makes an offer on a property as part of a brokerage engagement or an extension of an engagement, the terms and conditions of the engagement must be set down in a written contract. The same is true if the licensee buys one property to enable a client to buy another. For example, Kit Benning is a sales agent who decides to buy a property currently listed for her clients, the Winstons. Kit finds a home that the Winstons wish to purchase. While drawing up the sales contracts, she makes her purchase of the Winstons' home contingent on their extending the brokerage engagement by 60 days to allow time for the closing. This meets the requirement of the rule. Licensees advertising real property for themselves have to follow the advertising requirements set forth in Rule 521.09. Next, we'll briefly cover Rule 521.12 regarding business brokerage. According to the rule, a person who sells a business for a client must be a licensed real estate broker or sales agent. Unlicensed brokers aren't authorized to sell, negotiate or secure prospects for available businesses in return for consideration. For example, Jacob Brown knows the owner of a restaurant in downtown Atlanta. The owner confides to Jake that she wants to sell her business. Luckily for the business owner, Jacob knows someone looking to buy an established restaurant. Jacob asks a real estate buddy to draw up the sales contract. Jacob asks for a commission since he was the procuring cause of the sale. However, Jacob doesn't have a real estate license in Georgia, so he isn't entitled to any commissions for the services of real estate. Finally, we'll discuss Rule 521.13 regarding fair housing. According to the rule, licensees cannot discriminate against a prospective buyer or seller based on color, religion, sex, race, familial status, national origin or handicap. They also cannot insinuate that any person moving into a geographic area might lower property values or change the makeup of the neighborhood based on a protected status. Also, licensees cannot state that any individual in a protected status would cause an increase in criminal activity or drag down the quality of area schools. For example, Rachel Rhodes is a sales agent in Savannah. She is showing homes to a Christian couple who inform her that they don't want to live in a neighborhood with Jewish residents. Rachel has to inform her clients that she cannot discriminate based on religion and will be unable to filter home searches to areas with a low percentage of Jewish residents. It is important to note that no licensee can refuse the right to purchase, sell, lease or rent a property based on color, sex, national origin, race, religion, handicap, or familial status.